Hi, we're Caroline and Ian, a British couple who sold the house, gave away their possessions, and for the last 2 years have been touring Europe.
So come and join us as you see how Christian faith and van life work together
On a wing and a prayer. It's feeling very Christmas and festivity in Plovdiv. All the lights are on, and the centre attraction is actually this very large Christmas tree. So this is the main square, and in the main square on Christmas Eve they hold shows for amateur people and professional people, and everybody gathers here on Christmas Eve to listen to it. On Christmas Eve as well, they're not allowed to eat any meat, so the main dish that's shared with the family is vegetarian, and then on Christmas Day that's when they have the main feast, and that's pork that they eat then.
KFC not doing very well.
But it's very, very pretty and festive.
Parts up at Plovdiv, and these are self-service pitches, or apparently supposed to be self-service pitches, but at the moment the water is off. It's down there. There's water, your toilet waste, water waste, and your electricity. The electricity connection is in the bushes, which makes it a little bit awkward. Now, the chemical WC is really weird. It's this machine here. So you put your money in, you press the button, the little thing opens, excuse me, and it washes your little cassette out for you, which is really, really good. But it has to use certain cassettes. You have to make sure that you're using the right cassette. It's all top of the state of the art because it uses these QR code readers. I know this probably sounds absolutely boring, but here we are. In here there's a full sink. Now the water is working in here. It even has a dishwashing facility, but again it's a QR code, so that's really strange. They've got maps here for the Plovdiv area, for if you're going looking. That's closed at the moment. That's the sanitary room, whatever that is, and at the moment we are using the washing machines. So this is our washing. Lovely. And the way that it works is if you decide that you want to do some washing, you go onto the website, you put in that you want to do washing, and then they send you the QR codes for the QR code readers, and then you can use those facilities, and then they charge you for it. So the reason that they've done this site this way is because you just pay for what you use and don't pay for anything else. So if you don't use the electricity, you don't pay for the electricity. If you don't want the water, you don't pay for the, well, I think the water comes free anyway. But what a very strange place to be. Western Front. And we're going back into Plovdiv today. Caroline wants some wool.
This is just off the parkway, and tomorrow it's opening as a winter wonderland. And this is one of the things in Bulgaria. No decorations go up until the 12th of December. So we'd think that this is late, considering we listen to Christmas music in October in the supermarkets. But everything will start now for the week before Christmas with a great big run-up. I want to give a shout out to Mr. A. I don't know if he'll put this in because he does the publishing, but There was a time where he used to get in a right old tiz going in a city, and today we needed to go shopping for our Christmas shop before we go to the bed and breakfast, not bed and breakfast, Airbnb. And the nearest shop is right in the middle of the city. Not only that, there is a snowstorm which he's come through. The car park is absolutely chock-a-block because it is the Saturday before Christmas, so everybody and his wife is out shopping, and he hasn't grumbled once. He's just got on with it. So thank you, Mr. A, for doing all this driving. We've left Plovdiv, we've done our Christmas shopping for food, and we are on our way to Hisarya, just round the corner. So woke up to snow this morning in Plovdiv, no snow here, but the mountains, the trees are all frosted. It looks great. So what's nice coming back as well is we're remembering what we're going to see next and working out whether we're right or wrong and which turns to take. Delilah will be so glad of having a garden. Hisarya. Our home for the next 2 weeks. Well, this is Delilah. She definitely remembers being here. She's going absolutely crazy. She's been running up and down the landing, up and down, up and down. Look at that. I think she's so happy here. There's a little back garden at the back. Ian's just gone to... Come on, we're going out. Good girl. We're going that park. See who we can find. I'm sure you've all seen Lady and the Tramp. Well, we happen to have some spaghetti bolognese left over with a bit of Parmesan cheese on the top. So Delilah is very interested in it. I'm going to see if she eats it like Lady and the Tramp. Delilah, sit. Good girl, take it. There she goes, tucking in. She's such a noisy eater. I'm a cheap date really. This is my most favourite meal in the whole of Portugal. A big bowl of soup, chicken soup, lovely, £1.20. Hot bread with melted butter on, 50p.
My most favourite meal in Italy, carbonara.
And we're sat outside with blue skies having our lunch. Delilah is attached to my foot to stop her running away because there's cats everywhere. Sit down, Delilah. Sit. Sit.
Sit.
Good girl. Hello.
Hello.
We are out and about this afternoon in Bulgaria, and again the sun is shining.
What is hello, can I ask?
So, we're going to tell you we're trying to learn the language, and the difficulty with Bulgarian is not only does it have he's and she's like in French, it also has formal and informal, so a little bit tricky. So Mr. A?
Well, I was listening today that they were teaching that apparently a table is female and a chair is male. I don't know how to work that out.
So we will say hello to you in Bulgarian. Dobar dan. Dobar dan. Dobar dan. We will say thank you in Bulgaria.
Well, try again.
Blagodaria. We will say yes. Da.
Da.
No.
Ni. Na.
We will say goodbye. Dovavishna.
No, it's not. It's blog.
Blagodaria is thank you. Dovavishna.
Oh, right. Blagodaria.
Thank you.
Thank
Goodbye now, Mr. A.
Is David the Jam.
Dovavishna.
Krishna.
We're in for a funny day. Out on our evening walk, and the sky is absolutely spectacular. So beautiful. Delilah's all frisky to go to the park. Oh, have a look at her. She's had her Christmas bath. Doesn't she look charming? Give us a smile, Delilah. There's a gorgeous sky again. Decorations twinkling in the background. And this is just at the bottom of the road where we're staying. And a couple of times a day we come down to this park to walk. And here is the water. It's thermal water with minerals in it. And this one's very popular. And a lot of people come here because the minerals are healing. So it's lovely to be in an apartment for a couple of weeks, but one of the downsides of being in an apartment is we kind of take over. So bit by bit you start bringing all your stuff in that you can't normally use, hair straighteners, cooking equipment, more and more of Ian's guitar stuff, tons of Ian's guitar stuff. So we kind of take over the place, which then means that we have to clean everything down, prepare all the van and empty it all ready for the next. So here we are, Christmas decorations all back in the bag. And then there's Delilah. Tomorrow we have to leave and then we start another adventure back in the bus. Oh, I got myself a Christmas cactus and that's been blooming lovely. It likes that little window ledge. One of the things is all of Ian's guitar stuff. He doesn't ask for much in life, but this is one of the things that he does love doing. When we've got a bit of space, he just gets everything out and he spends hours and hours just playing and enjoying himself. So it's packing up. Tomorrow we leave and start the next adventure. We have just had the most lovely New Year's Eve lunch. We wasn't expecting it, we were just going out for a walk and then we got tempted. So for £11, is that right Ian, 11?
Yes.
Yep, for £11 both of us have just eaten. We've had a we've had pizza, chips, a carafe of red wine and ice cream with waffles. £11. Not each. £11 for both of us. We love Bulgaria.
Crazy Bulgaria.
Well, that was a bit of a turn up for the books. Frankia is throwing more problems our way. So we just finished clearing all the flat out, tidying it, getting the van ready. Ian was doing a check over to find out that the internal water pump has now broken. Are you popping onto this vlog, Ian, to tell us what that means?
What's what? I'm not doing anything.
So Ian's just going to explain what the breaking of the internal water pump means.
It just means it's broke. Simple enough. You turn the button on, you try to fill the, put some water into the sink, and there's absolutely no noise going on at all. We used it about 2 weeks ago before well, a week ago before we came and stayed at the house, and we turned everything off, turned everything back on again, and nothing, the pump's not working. There's no sound, there's no nothing.
So that means we've no kitchen sink, we've no bathroom sink, we've no shower, we've no toilet. Now,
but before anyone says, is it the fuse? I've checked the fuse. It is not the fuse. I've even gone and checked the water boiler where I can see where I think the pump is, and I've had a fiddle around and everything. But water's not actually coming from the draining hole either, and I don't know why that is. So I've checked round to see if there's any pressure leaks or anything, and there don't seem to be any of those either. The tank's half full or just over half full, and it's not leaking anywhere. So
So that's the long explanation. Short explanation is
it's knackered.
we have no pump. It's New Year's weekend. Nowhere is open till Tuesday. So thankfully, Adele has allowed us to stay longer at the Airbnb. So Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We'll be in Husaria.
Happy 2024.
Wishing you all a very, very blessed and extremely happy 2024 from On a Wing and a Prayer. Happy New Year.
Sorry, love, nearly set it on fire then.
Happy 2024. It's not working.
Not this way, don't point it at me, thank you.
Starting to lose major confidence with Frankie. So every time we leave her, there is another problem. Not only have we got the water pump not working, the engine won't start. Ian's put Red X in it recently because it's been starting to go dodgy. Now it won't start completely. Trying to turn over and then nothing. The genius of this man is bar none. His perseverance. So what was wrong with the engine, love?
There was a screw had broken off on the air filter, but it started yesterday. So it's on the instrument panel. There was a symbol that was saying that it wasn't detecting the codes. Now it could just be that it wasn't detecting because of the air filter actually dragging in air. So we're going to give it a run and see how we get on, and hopefully we'll get back tonight.
Thank you, Mr. A.
Can but try.
For the last part of the vlog, we thought we'd take you out on a walk. So we've come to a local town, and it's called
Sopot.
Sopot, and they've got lots of supermarkets. So we've come to do the shopping, but right by the shops there's a lovely walk up these hills. So I thought you might like to join us on the hills while we finish off the vlog.